that log here. One thing I am noticing, I'm going to point out really quickly here, when I'm trying to start off in gear and I'm giving it throttle, it seems like it has a really big lean spot, and I think it's related to my calibration table here. I just want to go and take a look at something real quick. In the calibration table, specifically in this area here, this is kind of where I'm revving and the RPM is falling off idle. I want to bring some of my values back in here. I want to bring my fuel value back up. I think this is creating some drivability problems, at least to kind of get the car going. It doesn't really want to do anything here, so I'm just going to bring some more fuel in there before I forget, because I keep kind of feeling at each pull, and I keep thinking in the back of my mind about it, and I'm positive that's what it is. So let me shut it off here. Okay, so let's take a look at our graph. 535 horse and 360 torque, so making a little bit more than I anticipated, but that's okay. We're not going to say no to more power, so let's go and open up that data log, and that's definitely going to be where I stop. I'm not going to go push it any higher than that for pump gas. So we're looking, the boost went to roughly 23 pounds. That's good. It's pretty much where we want it to be at. Nice and smooth here. We can see that's smooth. And if we look at our graph here, we can see that's also nice and smooth. We can see the blue line here, it comes up and holds torque pretty flat. So that all looks good. So I'm not going to do anything more with that. Let's take a look here at our boost control here first. Let's look at our wastegate active. Let's look at our wastegate correction. Now look at what's going on here. We see the wastegate duty cycles at 55. We placed our base duty cycle at 55. Our target boost is at 23-24. We're pretty much right there, and we're seeing that the wastegate duty cycle correction here is very, very minimal because it knows we're pretty much at target. So everything right here is falling in line, and it's not really making much adjustments because we have our base wastegate duty cycle nailed down. So that looks good. That looks good for pump gas. Let's take a look here at our AFR air. Evo 10 AFR air. So we're seeing here, it's pretty close. 0, 2, 1, 0. Again, kind of poking through here. It looks pretty spot on here. And I'm probably not going to change a whole lot. It looked like the wideband was watching it. It was in mid 11s, mid to low 11s the whole time. That's right where we want to be at. 11.4 is the target. Let's take a look at our knock count, because we did add that timing in there, see if we got any knock sum. We still have no knock count. Now, I'm not going to go in add any more timing because I am not going to get greedy here and push things. Now, the engine is built, it has big cams in it. 15 degrees of timing is what we're running at roughly 24 pounds of boost. Probably could run more timing than this. Again, the power is great. We're not looking to make a ton of power here on pump gas, so we're going to probably stop at this point with our timing. The MIVEC variable cam timing, I am going to say is dialed. Based on what I'm seeing and how this curve looked, it's perfectly smooth. If we take a look at our graph here in a different view, if we see here, let's jump in and take a look. Let's go back to engine speed and look at our, we can see how flat it is, nice and flat. So when we see this kind of power band out of our engine, with a torque curve that looks like that, that means the MIVEC is mapped pretty well. And again, that base MIVEC table that I have in the example in the directory works for almost every application on Evo 10. So that's good. I'm happy with that. Again, that curve is awesome. A nice linear power band. So timing is good, MIVEC is good, fuel is good, boost is good. Now there's one thing that we need to keep track of here, and this is where we're going to have to start to probably go back in and take a look at some things. Load is getting up to 280 as the highest right here. That's our load registration. That's coming from our map calc tables. Now, we're only at 24 pounds of boost, that's 24 and a half pounds of boost. We're going to probably get up to 35 pounds of boost on ethanol once we start to go through that calibration process. We're going to have an issue because we're going to get into a situation where we don't have enough load registration left, and we're going to find that we end up having an issue where we're going to essentially hit a wall. We can't go any higher. We need to do a rescale. A rescale is going to drop our load registration down just in boost. We'll leave essentially our vacuum, idle driving vacuum area alone, because if we change our load registration on our map calc table from the 10 to 100 range, let's go and jump back in here. If we change our map calc table here in this, into this range of let's say here from... Thanks for checking out our teaser clip. If you want to see the rest of this video and more than 500 hours of current EFI training we have to offer, make sure you click right here. If you want to go and check out more teaser clips from this training course, click here, and you don't want to miss any of the videos we're going to be releasing on this channel, so make sure you subscribe and click here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.